Hello, my friends. Um, Making a comment on the comments from the President of the United States, Donald Trump. Um, he, during a meeting at the White House, he basically asked the people who were there why we were accepting all these people in the United States from shithole countries. And the connotations and the meaning behind that is profound in that it shows a picture, not that we didn't know what was inside of Donald Trump's head before, but it reiterates and it reaffirms what, those of us who've been paying attention to this madman's racist rhetoric has been, which is that he is profoundly racist, bigoted, homophobic, full of hate. He's a Nazi sympathizer and supporter. He supported the guy he chose to as his advisor. Both of them are rabid, hateful white supremacists in the form of Steve Bannon and Stephen Miller. These people are truly deplorable human beings, including himself. He's not a victim. He's not crazy. He's not surrounded himself by bad people. He is a bad person. This is an evil man. People say, oh, he's just crazy. Okay, if he's crazy, he should not be leading this nation. He should not be the leader of the most powerful nuclear arsenal on Earth. He should not be leading this nation. And so when somebody says, calls a country a shithole, it means the country as a whole is full of shit. Meaning the people are shit. That's what he's saying. That's what this person is saying. He's saying that the people in Africa are shit. He's saying that the people in Syria are shit, that the people in Nepal are shit, and the people in El Salvador are shit. There's no differentiation between elements that are doing harm and from the elements from the vast majority of decent people who live in this country, in these countries. No, he just calls them all shit. And he goes out and says that he wants, openly states that he wants Norwegians to move to the United States, reaffirming that he doesn't want people from all these countries who are people who are brown and black skinned, dark skinned people. He wants white people in the United States. And all his policies have reflected that. But people continue to say, his supporters continue to say that, well, look at the economy. What economy? The jobs are the jobs are paying shit money. There are millions and millions of people now that are not going to be able to afford health care. They're running mandates to make people on Medicaid work, even though they're sick. A lot of them, they're saying, oh, well, if you're disabled, this won't apply to you. Yeah, but there's a bunch of people applying for disability because they're disabled. It takes 2, 3, 4, 5 years to get applied, and in those 2, 3, 4, 5 years, they're going to die. So it's systematic genocide by the right wing, by the white supremacists. Make no mistake about it. This is just the beginning. This is exactly how the Nazis went about their business of ethnic cleansing in Germany. This guy is an avowed Nazi supporter. So it's no surprise that Donald Trump continues. The only thing is that he's completely open and unashamedly, openly racist in the middle of his entire, team. Not just his team, but people across the aisle from the Democratic side. This is appalling. I think there should be a call for resignation, for impeachment for this man, because when you have somebody with such hatred, such racially motivated hatred, at the helm of a powerful nation, at the helm of the most powerful nuclear arsenal, that openly and shows such disdain for people who have my skin color and my ethnicity, you have to remove such a hateful. The history has shown us. Not only that, this is hate speech coming from the president of the United States, and the ramifications of that are disastrous. We have lost credibility, the faith of the entire civilized world because of this administration and their supporters. The fact that there are millions and millions and millions of people who support this man shows you that racism and hatred is alive in this nation. A man who supports the keeping of racist, Confederate, racist generals up in public so that we can worship this statues that calls Mexicans rapists and murderers and drug dealers, and says that some of them are good people. That says that a Mexican descendant, the descendant of Mexicans, Judge Curiel, who was born in Indiana and trained here, says that that person cannot do his job because of his Mexican heritage. A person who calls people from Africa shit. We cannot afford to have this animal, this complete piece of shit in the presidency of the United States. And let me tell you, if it bothers you that I call Donald Trump a piece of shit because you're supporting it, guess what? History is going to judge you harshly. You will be considered and you will be remembered and classified right next to the Nazis, and rightfully so. There is no excuse at this point for you to continue to support this madman, this racist, sociopathic madman. You have no right to say, oh, I didn't know, oh, he didn't mean it, oh, no, enough. We've had enough of your bullshit. You support this asshole, you're just as much of an asshole as he is. And no, there is no classification, oh, that's just politics. No, because politics is what makes policy, and which is how you treat other people. Latinos are being hunted in the United States as we speak because of the way we look and because of the color of our skin. Just like Jews were hunted during Nazi Germany. And you are supporting that. You are supporting a man who's been accused 19 times of sexually assaulting women. One of them, a 13-year-old, who said he raped them. A man who went into the locker rooms of little teenage girls and watched them and got off on that while they were getting undressed on his pageants, Miss Teen USA pageants. It's enough. There is no hiding. If you support this guy, you stand for everything that this guy stands for. There is no excuse for you. You will go down in history as a person who supported racism, bigotry, homophobia. Yes, he's homophobic. Don't be confused. He put a transgender ban in the military. Okay, there is no excuse for you. You will be remembered as human trash, just like the Nazis. There is no, and I have loved ones who still support this man, and I deal with them, because I love them. But guess what? History will not be kind to you. History will not remember you. You will be the embarrassment of the family when they talked. If we survive, if this guy doesn't start a nuclear Armageddon, if he doesn't get us in a nuclear war, which is another thing that these people are trying to get us into. Oh, let's hit them. What do you think? They're not going to hit back? We don't know where all the fucking nuclear weapons are at. Okay? And they have the capability to reach us. Just so that you can be right, you're willing to kill millions of innocent people. And yes, the North Koreans, the vast majority of them, they don't have shit to do with this asshole because they live in a totalitarian regime, which is, by the way, what Donald Trump wants to do. Be a dictator and a totalitarian and a tyrant. As he has behaved, he has had, he's going on 170 or I don't know how many. He's trying to break the record. Executive orders, which are, he's trying to govern through executive orders like a tyrant. And there's Obama did the same. 20. How many did Obama have? Like 8? This guy is going at 150, 160, 70. I don't know. So we are trying, to tell you that what you are supporting is nothing short of fascism. You are supporting fascism. And when they gather up around the table, if our species survives this animal and his Nazi party, if we survive him, they will be gathered around the table during a family gathering 50 years from now. And they will remember you as the person who supported a Nazi regime. You will be remembered like that. They will talk about you with shame. Think about that. We love you. But it's shameful what you're supporting. Think.